It's Tuesday night basketball on the Hawks Network as the Canyon Lake Hawks host the Davenport Wolves here at Hawks Gym. Brent Freeman here with you on the Hawks Network, coming to you live from Fisher, Texas. Each team playing for its first 28-40 win of the season. The Hawks entered tonight's game with a record of 3-11. Davenport winless so far on the season, a first-year varsity program. The Wolves are 0-12. But a tough start to district play for both teams. For the Hawks, 4 straight losses to start 28-4A play. Most recently losing at Bandera this past Friday as the Wolves win the tip, and this game is underway. Again, the Hawks sit on 11 losses this season, one shy of matching last year's total for the season. But this is a very young Canyon Lake basketball team. 7 newcomers, only 2 players back from last season, as Canyon Lake gets a defensive stop to start the game. And on offense for the first time now tonight. The 3 wins for the Hawks this season have come over Poteet in the season opener, San Antonio Kip, and Fox Tech. That last one coming on December the 30th. So tonight, Canyon Lake playing for his first win of 2021 and for his first win of district play. The miss by Caitlin Taliaferro, and Davenport will get it back. More on this Wolves basketball team. Again, in its first season, the school just opened this past August. And because of that, the Wolves have fielded a varsity team made up of 7 freshmen and 4 juniors, but a very short roster available tonight for Davenport. Only 7 active players tonight for the Wolves. 3-second violation, turnover for Davenport, and the Hawks will get it back. So because of the youth and inexperience for this brand new team, the Wolves yet to win a game this season, and they have struggled competing against some of the experienced teams. Tonight, looking to pick up that first elusive win for the school. Davenport's boys got their first win last week. A little more than a minute in, scoreless here from Hawk Gym. A steal for the Wolves. Layup, though, missed by Jeriana McWilliams. And the Hawks finally come away with a rebound and then a foul called against Davenport, against Kendall Deaver. Her first, team's first, 90 seconds in, no score here from Canyon Lake. Tonight's game marks the end of the first round of 28-4A play. Both teams trying to avoid 0-5 starts. Here's Taliaferro, good pass to Caitlin Cox, one of the veterans for Canyon Lake, one of just 2 players back from last year's team, which won 22 games. Pipkin to Taliaferro. Off on the 3, Cox battling for the rebound, but it will go back to Davenport. Both teams have struggled scoring so far this season, each averaging around 25 points a game. The Hawks are averaging just 17 a game in district play, and they have scored 40 or more just twice, but in both of those games they won them. A foul against Canyon Lake. Got a push in the back here, whistled against Maddie Pipkin. The sophomore picks up her first, and the team's first. Catch and shoot jumper off the inbounds. Good for Jeriana McWilliams, the freshman for the Wolves, has the game's first basket. And a 2-0 Davenport lead. A little more than 2.5 minutes into the game. Taliaferro works it back out to Shelby Murphy. She's the other veteran player alongside Cox, who is back from last year's team. And those 2 players will hold the top 2 scorers for the Hawks this season. Got a whistle before the drive from Taliaferro. And it's a foul called against Katie Rudrick. You see here Rudrick, the reach in of Taliaferro. That shot does not count. And the Hawks will inbound again, looking for their first basket. Cox off from the 3 with the rebound, chased down by Maddie Pipkin. Open shot from the perimeter. Off target from Sophia George. The only freshman for the Hawks on their roster, while Davenport loaded it with them. Open look at a three, McWilliams. A miss. Davenport, though, gets the offensive rebound. Loose ball saved by the Wolves. Open shot from the top. That's a miss from Katie Rudrick. Hawks get another defensive stop. We're looking for some offense nearly halfway through the opening quarter and down 2-0. Here's Cox. Finds an open shooter from the corner. 4-3. George the miss. And the rebound, Brooklyn Deaver. Deaver's sisters on this team, Brooklyn and Kendall. Twins for Davenport. McWilliams again puts a shot up. The ball has gone through her quite a bit for Davenport here in the game's first 4+ minutes. With the Wolves on top 2-0, only basket courtesy of McWilliams. Wolves playing for the first win of the year. The Hawks playing for the first win since December the 30th. And again, Davenport scores on an inbounds play. Kendall Deaver the basket. And an early 4-0 lead for the visitors out of Garden Ridge, where Davenport High School is located. Again, the school just opened up this past August. Campus about 40 minutes away from Kenya Lakes. Located just off of 3009. Pipkin. Here's George now in the corner. Hawks trying to find an open shot. Good defense here from Davenport. Cox the drive, and she will go to the free throw line for a pair. Second foul against Kendall Deaver. And the team's third to enter the free throw line is Cox. Reference that win over Fox Tech back in December the 30th. Cox had 10 points in that game. Unable to hit the first. For the season, the Hawks are shooting 60% at the foul line as a team. And one more coming up for Cox. Team's top scorer and top rebounder of the season for Kenya Lake. Empty trip at the foul line. 5 minutes in and a 4-0 Wolves lead. Three-pointer just off by Rudrick. Battle for the board, and Davenport will give way to Kenya Lake. Tonight's game, the first of a 2-game homestand for the Hawks. They next play Wimberley to wrap up this homestand Friday night, just to jumpstart the second half, the 28-4-8 play. Pipkin the drive, and she'll go to the free throw line for 2 for Kenya Lake. Last foul against Rudrick, that's her second. And again, with only 7 players available tonight for Davenport, foul trouble could be an issue. First free throw banked in by Pipkin. Looking at her season, Pipkin averaging close to 4 points a game. Leads the team with assists, third in steals, and splits to 2 free throws. A 4-1 Davenport lead. First ever meeting between these two. Good passing here by the Wolves. Least an open shot. Rudrick's 3 is off. And a foul on the rebound. Called against Jocelyn Abel. And now the Wolves up to 5 team fouls here in the first half. Hawks still looking for their first field goal of the game. Taliaferro out to Pipkin. Lost the handle, got it back, finds a shooter. Cox for 3, ties the game. First basket of the game for Kenya Lake is a triple from Kaylin Cox. Last win the Hawks had a little more than 2 weeks ago. They hit 6 threes in the victory over Fox Tech, their first tonight. Ties the game at 4. Answer 3, high off the backboard and missed by McWilliams. And now Kenny Lake playing for his first lead of the game. And we have a official stoppage, a loose ball. Got its way onto the floor. So we resume play. Final 90 seconds of the first quarter. Tied at 4. Offense at a premium for each team here in the game's first few minutes. And the Hawks are coming off a made basket the last trip down. A 3 by Cox. Here's George. Hawks trying to find a seam in that zone defense by Davenport. Floater missed by Murphy. Hawks get it back. Open shot from the top. Won't go on the 3 by George. Final 60 seconds of the first, and Davenport turns it over. Again, each team 0-5 or 0-4 in district play, looking to avoid going to 0-5 tonight. Trying to stay in the playoff race. George on the drive and the take, and then a whistle and a foul called against the Wolves. Ooh, and that's on Rudrick. That's her third. Team 6th. Hawks will be in the bonus for the remainder of the half. George the missed 3, but the Hawks will get it back as the ball was last touched by the Wolves. And with Rudrick sitting in 3 personal, she's going to have to come out, and does. Cassidy McBrady takes her place. Final 30 seconds of the first. 3-pointer almost banked in from the top for the Hawks. Just missed by Mackenzie Malish. Each team angling for the lead as we close out the first quarter. 3-pointers short by McBrady. And the ball is tied up, and the possession arrow points in Canyon Lake's favor. And so the Hawks can play for the final shot of the first quarter. George on the drive through traffic. Shot goes. Will it count? No. Foul on the floor, but that will lead to the 1-and-1. Foul against Jocelyn Abel. That's her second. And they get the team 7. So the 1-and-1 coming up for Sophia George. Third leading scorer on the team for Canyon Lake, behind Cox and Murphy. Missed the front end. Rebound won by Davenport. And the final seconds tick away. 8 minutes in the books, 8 points scored, 4 each through 1 here from Hawk Gym. It's Canyon Lake 4, Davenport 4. Second quarter coming up after this on the Hawks Network.
Box combo, please.
At Raising Cane's, we do one thing, and we do it better than anyone else. So why not let our food do the talking?
Love in the window.
Raising Cane's, only the best chicken finger meals. One love.
And we're back at Hawk Gym, tied at 4 at the end of 1. A look at the 28-4A standings with the first round wrapping up here tonight. Again, the Hawks and Wolves still looking for their first win. You see at the top, Fredericksburg the only unbeaten. The Billies are 4-0. Bernie and Wimberley tied for second, each team 3-1. And Bandera holding on to the fourth and final potential playoff spot at 2-2, the team that each of these two are chasing in the playoff standings. Second quarter underway here from Hawk Gym. Early three-pointer here in the second quarter missed by Tyler Chisholm. And the Hawks again playing for their first lead tonight. Just one field goal for the Hawks in the first quarter, 3 made by Kalen Cox. Murphy with the basketball now for Kenya Lake. Put up some big numbers in a win earlier this season for Kenya Lake over San Antonio. Kip, 12 points, 9 boards, 8 steals in that win. What a 3 for the Hawks this season. Gets the basketball back. Long possession for the Hawks, their first of the second quarter. And again playing for the first lead. Taliaferro, good pass inside, and that leads to a bucket for Shelby Porter. The sophomore, one of 7 players in their first season of varsity basketball. And now a 6-0 Kenya Lake run. Chisholm, good cross-court pass, open shot for the top. 3-pointer off target by McWilliams. Porter has the rebound for Kenya Lake. The sophomore just hit a basket and then collects the rebound. So the Hawks now trying to expand upon a 2-point lead after getting yet another defensive stop. This after the Wolves score the first 4 points of the game. Nearly 2 minutes into the second. And a 6-4 Canyon Lake lead. Taliaferro into the high post. Emily Pena turns, misfires. George battling, or Porter rather, battling for another rebound, but this time Davenport comes away with it. 3-pointer just a little bit too strong from Chisholm, and the Hawks have the rebound. 5:40 left in the half, and on top 6-4. Showed those district standings earlier. Again, Fredericksburg, the only team unbeaten. The Billies are 4-0. Overall, Fredericksburg is 17-1 and ranked 3rd in Class 4A in the state of Texas. Just a powerhouse of a program that's coming off a 32-win season from a year ago. Reaching the state semifinals as the Hawks turn it over. Bernie, a 3rd-round team last year. Again, 3-1 in district. 13-3 overall. Greyhounds coming off a good campaign last year themselves as you look at head coach Zach Burleson for Kenya Lake in his 5th season. Good basket underneath. Brooklyn Deaver has the first points of the quarter for Davenport. We're tied at 6. That ends a 6-0 Kenya Lake run. Taliaferro can't pop in the jumper. Batting for the rebound, though, in traffic, Maddie Pipkin. Good effort there from Kenya Lake. Approaching the halfway point of the second. And keep in mind, the Hawks are in the bonus for the final 4.5 minutes of the first half. Ball slapped away out of bounds by Chisholm, and the Hawks will get it back. Spoke about Hawks head coach Zach Burleson in year 5 and year 1 with his first-year program is Drew Weeks for Davenport. Previously the head coach of San Antonio Lee at the 6A level. And once took that program to 3 straight playoff appearances from 2016 through 2018. As the Wolves commit their 8th team foul, as you see Coach Weeks on the sidelines for Davenport. Foul against Chisholm, her first. And the front end of the 1-and-1 good for Caitlin Taliaferro. Done a good job of forcing turnovers this year. Taliaferro second of the team in steals this season. And splits the 2 free throws. Hawks 2 of 7 from the line to start the game. This last foul called against Kenya Lake. And we're halfway through the second. A slim 1-point lead for the Hawks. Davenport turns it over and back, called against the Wolves. And the Hawks will get it back. Tonight, presenting to you girls high school basketball, our next broadcaster on the Hawks Network, February the 8th. As the Hawks turn it over, it's softball for Kenya Lake as they take on longtime rival Blanco and the Panthers. February the 8th, a Monday night at 5:45 here on the Hawks Network. Shot inside, misfired by Chisholm, and Kenya Lake will get it back. Under 4 minutes to go in the second, on top 7-6. Again, the Hawks' overall record 3-11, but you go back to non-district play, the Hawks are respectable 3-7. 3 of those losses in non-district of the 7 came by 5 points or less. Pena. The miss, the Wolves have the rebound. Looking for the lead with 5 minutes gone by in the second. A collision near the top of the key is Pipkin. Fighting for the loose ball there for Kenya Lake. Runs right into Chisholm. Commits the foul, her second, team's third. Wolves the possession. And again, angling for the lead. They led early 4-0. Missed 3 from McBreedy. Battle for the rebound, and it's hauled in by McWilliams. A near steal, it is a steal. Shelby Murphy the theft. Shelby Murphy the finish, and the Hawks have a 3-point lead. First basket tonight for Shelby Murphy. And a 9-6 Hawk advantage. And dating back to the first quarter on a 9-2 run. And then a travel called against McWilliams out front. Getting to know more about this Davenport program, or school I should say. Again, the campus located about 40 minutes outside of Kenya Lakes, located near Garden Ridge. The name Davenport pays homage to the area's history, which was first known as the Davenport Settlement back in the late 1800s. This 3 from Pipkin, and the Wolves get it back, trailing 9-6. Garden Ridge and Morningside Elementary, along with Danville Middle School, feed into Davenport High. All sports are being played at the varsity level, except volleyball and football this athletic year. It appears, by the way, that Caitlin Cox has had to change jerseys from 5 to 15. Final 90 seconds of the half. 3-point Kenya Lake lead. Hawks playing for the first win of district play as Cox has a steal. Up ahead to Murphy. Turns and can't connect, but the rebound ricochets all the way back to Sophia George. Volleyball at Davenport High will play the varsity level this coming fall. Football will not play varsity football or varsity level football until 2022. So really this girls basketball program, one of the first to play athletics at Davenport High. Final minute of the half. Tight game. Each defense has played well, both offenses conversely trying to find some rhythm here. And that'll help. Jeriana McWilliams has her second bucket, cuts the Hawks lead down to 1. Cox got around her defender, Deaver, but then a foul called against Davenport. That will send Cox to free throw line for repair. Missed her first 2 free throws earlier tonight. And now 0 for 3 from the line. Cox hit a 3-pointer for the Hawks back in the first quarter. Only 3 points she scored. Make it 4. 2-point Canyon Lake lead. Final 25 seconds of the first half. A near turnover. Instead, last touch by George, and Davenport will keep it with 20 seconds to go. Perhaps playing for the final shot of the half. Instead, it is a turnover. Ball mishandled by Deaver. And now the Hawks can play for the final shot. Cox lines it up and connects. That's her second 3. 7-point first half for Caitlin Cox. They say that's a long 2 instead. And Canyon Lake will take a 4-point lead into the halftime locker rooms. On top at the end of 2, 12-8 over Davenport into this key 28-4 game. Second half coming up after this on the Hawks Network.
Box combo, please.
At Raising Cane's, we do one thing, and we do it better than anyone else. So why not let our food do the talking?
Love in the window.
Raising Cane's, only the best chicken finger meals. One love.
For them, there is no work from home.
We gotta get you out.
This is no 9 to 5. From 5 below zero to a 2,000-degree inferno, Live Rescue brings you these moments.
210's ready for water.
Thank you. All new Live Rescue. Watch live Fridays and Saturdays at 9 on A&E.
Watch A&E, GVTC, Channel 558.
Welcome to the Rainbow Kingdom. Hi! Home of a truly extraordinary girl. My name's True. With a touch of kindness. You're the best. A bit of imagination.
The wishing tree has heard you, True.
And a fearless friend. Come on, Bartleby! Every adventure becomes a wish come true. Come on, everybody! True and the Rainbow Kingdom. All new. Sunday at 1 p.m. on Discovery Family.
Dodgeball Thunderdome, hosted by David Dobrik. New Wednesdays at 9 on Discovery.
Watch Discovery, GVTC, Channel 554.
We are sailing further north than any other sailing ship in history.
If you get stuck without enough food or fuel, that will be deadly.
The Coast Guard said it's the worst they've seen in 20 years.
I just have to go for it.
We're at the mercy of the elements.
Watch Discovery, GVTC, Channel 554.
When the water is clear, I'm clean and so are the cups.
We've gone to great extremes to be able to do things the way we want to do it.
All right, everybody, let's go on a road trip.
It's a small price to pay to keep on living that bush life.
Watch Discovery, GVTC, Channel 554.
Jonathan and Drew face off in a Hollywood home build-off, and the competition,
I smell fear,
never stops building. It's lights, camera, Renovation. An all-new Brother vs. Brother. Wednesday night at 9 on HGTV.
Watch HGTV, GVTC, channel 578.
This one is called the Vigor MX-5 300 ZX.
Yes, Mikey, yes.
Sometimes you have to think outside the box.
I am going to be making my car up as I go along.
Doesn't get much cooler than this. I mean, seriously.
Wheeler Dealers. New episode every Wednesday at 9 on Motor Trend. Or stream every episode ad-free on the app.
At QVC, we know shopping because we're shoppers too. We know sometimes you want to treat others. And sometimes you just want to treat yourself.
We know it's the little things that make a house a home.
And we know what it's like to budget. It's why we started Easy Pay, so you can enjoy what you want now and pay over time with 0% interest.
We created QVC for shoppers like us. And like you. QVC, by shoppers, for shoppers.
Texas isn't just big, it's wild, with all kinds of creatures. Cuddly ones, prickly ones, armored ones. All these animals need protecting, and there's one team that's always there to make sure they stay safe. Lone Star Law. Sunday at 9 on Animal Planet.
Watch Animal Planet, GVTC, channel 552.
Get a master class from the Master Homesteaders with a behind-the-scenes look at the Rainy home.
Quarantine, rainy style.
We're going to have to work like we've never worked before. Stay tuned.
New Homestead Rescue, Thursdays at 8 on Discovery.
Watch Discovery, GVTC, channel 554.
I will find you the perfect house.
Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you want.
My goodness. All you have to do is
love it.
Or list it.
This house has so much potential, it's ridiculous.
I got a great house they love.
Yeah, bring it.
All new. Love It or List It. Monday night at 9 on HGTV.
Watch HGTV, GVTC, channel 578.
Box combo, please.
At Raising Cane's, we do one thing. And we do it better than anyone else. So why not let our food do the talking?
Love in the window.
Raising Cane's, only the best chicken finger meals. One love.
For them, there is no work from home.
We gotta get you out.
This is no 9 to 5. From 5 below zero to a 2,000-degree inferno, Live Rescue brings you these moments.
210's ready for water.
Thank you. All new Live Rescue. Watch live Fridays and Saturdays at 9 on A&E.
Watch A&E, GVTC, channel 558.
Welcome to the Rainbow Kingdom. Hi! Home of a truly extraordinary girl. My name's True. With a touch of kindness. You're the best. A bit of imagination. The wishing tree has heard you, True. And a fearless friend. Come on, Bartleby! Ghost! Every adventure becomes a wish come true. Come on, everybody! True and the Rainbow Kingdom. All new. Sunday at 1 p.m. on Discovery Family.
Dodgeball Thunderdome, hosted by David Dobrik. New Wednesdays at 9 on Discovery.
Watch Discovery, GVTC, Channel 554.
We are sailing further north than any other sailing ship in history.
If you get stuck without enough food or fuel, that will be deadly.
The Coast Guard said it's the worst they've seen in 20 years.
I just have to go for it.
We're at the mercy of the elements.
Watch Discovery, GVTC, Channel 554.
And welcome back to Hawk Gym. About ready for the start of the third quarter. Candy Lake on top at the end of two, 12-8. Top score in the first half for the Hawks. Caitlin Cox scored 6, while the Wolves were led by Jeriana McWilliams, a freshman, scored 4 for Davenport. Again, each team looking to pick up its first 28-point win of the season. Both teams out to 0-4 district starts. Hawks also playing for the first win since December the 30th, and for Davenport, their first win as a varsity program. And this third quarter is underway. A tough year for Candy Lake after a lot of success over the past several seasons. The Hawks have pieced together 3 straight winning campaigns. Won 22 games a year ago. 18 games the year before that. And if you go back to the 2017-18 season, they won 31 games. That same year, the Hawks won a district championship, reached the third round of the UIL state playoffs, and were ranked as high as 13th in the state that season. But they have undergone more roster turnover this year than they have in quite some time. Just only two players back from a year ago. One of those, Caitlin Cox, and buries her second 3. Big game so far for Cox. She has 9 and leads all scores. And the Hawks have their largest lead at 7. Go back to the way the game started as Coach Drew Weeks calls for a timeout. Davenport scored the first 4 points. Since then, a 15-4 Candy Lake run. Looking at the upcoming schedule for the Hawks. Again, the second round of district play coming up as tonight's game ends the first half. Hawks will host Wimberley on Friday. Next week, 2 really tough road games at Fredericksburg and at Bernie before closing out the season against Bandera, and then the rematch against Davenport on the road on February the 5th. Looking ahead to that next game against Wimberley this Friday, the Texans beat the Hawks in the district opener back in January the 5th. You figure if you're Candy Lake, if the Hawks are to get back into the postseason, tonight's game, the rematch against Davenport, and that matchup against Bandera, those are the games that are going to loom really large for Candy Lake from here on out. Out of the timeout, Davenport basketball, but on the wrong end of a 15-8 game. Open shot, that's a 3. Off the mark from McBreedy, but Davenport gets it back. Another open look at a 3. McBreedy, this one halfway down, pops out. And the Hawks have the rebound off the miss. 2 good looks there for Cassidy McBreedy. Cox passed up at a 3 of her own. Again, she just hit one moments ago, but then turns it over. Here come the Wolves down 7. Ball goes through the wickets of Abel. Saved, though, near center court by Chisholm, and then turned over ultimately anyway. Talia Farrell shovels it off to Murphy. Hawks can't capitalize. Davenport gets it back. Again, a chance to cut into a 7-point Canyon Lake lead. A little more than 2 minutes gone by here in the third. And an over and back. Second such turnover for Davenport tonight. Hawks get it back. Canyon Lake playing for his 4th win of the year. Again, the wins this season have come over Poteet, San Antonio, Kip, and Fox Tech. But none of those teams in the Hawks district tonight playing for the first 28-4 win of the season. Davenport the same. Their first win as a varsity program on the line tonight. Cox from 3, that one won't go. And Davenport gets it back. Game was tied at the end of 1 for each. Hawks won that second quarter 8-4. And they have scored only 3 points here, the third, with 3 minutes gone by. Inside McWilliams. And the first free throws of the game coming up for Davenport. Foul against Sophia George. Head of the free throw line, Jeriana McWilliams. For George, her first personal foul. First free throw spins in for McWilliams. 5 points for the freshman, one of 7 freshmen on this Davenport team. And gets them both. Good game so far for Jeriana McWilliams, and the Hawks lead is down to 5. Here's Cox. Fights through the trap. Hawks in the front court, open three-pointer, spins out for Sophia George, but the Hawks will ultimately get it back. Pass deflected, good play on defense by McWilliams. And now Murphy flips it into Cox. Approaching the halfway point of the third, Hawks clinging to a 5-point lead. Here's George off the screen, the drive to the rim. Shot well defended by Deaver. A near turnover by Murphy, but Davenport retains possession down the lane, and a foul against Canyon Lake. That will send Tyler Chisholm to the line for the Wolves. And you see the Wolves able to attack in transition. Foul against Caitlin Cox, her second, team second. Kind roll for Chisholm. And all 3 points for the Wolves in this third quarter so far come from the line. Free throw here makes it a one-possession game. One of 2. Rebound put back, banked in by Jocelyn Abel. So a 3-point trip there for Davenport. And the Hawks' 7-point lead has been sliced down to 2. Murphy ahead to George. Mishandles the pass, and now the Wolves can tie the game with a basket here. Davenport has scored the last 5 points of the game. Good pump fake. Baseline jumper missed by Abel. Another chance for the Wolves, but another misfire, that time from Chisholm, and now the basketball will go back to Canyon Lake. Hawks trying to reestablish some breathing room. Built that lead up to 7 following a 3 from Caitlin Cox. Since then, 5 in a row scored by Davenport. So the Hawks here are trying to end the drought. Here's Pipkin. Now Murphy off the Cox screen. Porter saves the basketball. Porter cutting down low. Gets her own miss, and they'll go to the free throw line. First foul of the half committed by Davenport. Whistled against Jocelyn Abel. That's her third personal. And here's Porter. Sophomore had a bucket back in the first half. Connects on the free throw. Porter hits them both. Out to a 4-point Canyon Lake lead. So we come up in the final 3 minutes of the third. A near steal. Abel saves it for Davenport. Open shot off target by Chisholm, and Porter has another rebound for Canyon Lake. Mentioned the Hawks' 3 wins this season. Only one is coming home. That came against Fox Tech back in December the 30th. So also playing for the second win at home this season here tonight. Leading 17-13, 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Good ball movement here by Canyon Lake. Leads to a Porter shot underneath. A good look. Cox the rebound, and she will again go to the free throw line. That's on Abel. That's her fourth. Cox so far from the line tonight for Canyon Lake. 1 of 4. And splashes in the first. That puts Caitlin Cox in a double figure. She has 10. First player to crack 10 points tonight. She had 10 at the Hawks' last win over Fox Tech. Rainbows in the second. 11-point game for Caitlin Cox and a 6-point Canyon Lake lead. This after the Wolves had cut that deficit down to 2. Ball knocked loose and stolen. Sophia George on the steal for Canyon Lake. George on the drive, and now she'll go to the free throw line for a pair. Foul against Cassidy McBreedy. Good effort here from Sophia George, the freshman. One of those wins for the Hawks this season over San Antonio Kip. George poured in 13. Scoreless so far tonight. And scoreless no more. And George goes 1 of 2. But she'll get another chance. A lane violation whistled against Jeriana McWilliams. And so George, one more shot at completing the free throw trip. And does so. Goes 2 for 2. And the lane violation costs the Wolves a point. Hawks now have their largest lead at 8, 21-13. Final 2 minutes of the third. Cox a near steal, but saved by McWilliams. McWilliams, the floater. Rebound put back, won't go for Deaver. And the loose ball goes out of bounds and last touched by Canyon Lake. Thrown right to Cox. The Hawks force another turnover. And now they can put their lead into double figures as we approach the fourth quarter. Final 90 seconds of the third, with each team again playing for its first 28-point win of the season. Trying to stay in the hunt for the fourth and final playoff spot. Both teams 2 games back of fourth place Bandera. Taliaferro had the ball knocked away but got it back on the drive. Attacks, can't finish. And the rebound in traffic vacuumed in by McWilliams, and then a foul called against Canyon Lake. And we have now hit the final minute of the third. Open 3 Just off by Rudrick. Rebound by Deaver. And the Hawks force another turnover. Another pass mishandled by Davenport. Hawks trying to take advantage with Love. Nothing more than a 10-point or bigger cushion going into the fourth quarter for a team that hasn't won a game since December the 30th. Georgia drive with a shot, got blocked by Deaver. Final 30 seconds of the third. Off the hands of the other Deaver, Kendall. A lot of turnover issues for Davenport here in the third quarter, as the Hawks have extended what was a 4-point halftime lead up to 8, and it could be more, so they could potentially hold for the final shot of the third. Leading 21-13. Final 10 seconds now. Cox has got to do something with it. 4 seconds to go. Cox just heaves it towards George, and that will end the third quarter. And the Hawks will take with them a 21-13 lead into the fourth. It's coming up next after this on the Hawks Network.
Box combo, please.
At Raising Cane's, we do one thing, and we do it better than anyone else. So why not let our food do the talking?
Love in the window.
Raising Cane's, only the best chicken finger meals. One love.
And we're back at Hawks Gym. We'll look at fifth-year head coach Zach Burleson talking to his basketball team as the Hawks take a 21-13 lead into the fourth quarter.
Action.
Again, in his fifth season, 86 wins as Hawks head coach.
And 5,
A
4,
bulk of that coming over the past 3
2,
seasons.
1.
31 wins 3 years ago. 18 wins the year after that. 22 more last season. And it is Wolves basketball to start the fourth quarter. Davenport led the game early 4-0. Since then, it's been all Kenyon Lake. The Hawks won that third quarter 9-5. And the 8-point lead is their largest here tonight. And they are potentially 7 minutes and 40 seconds away from the first win in 28 4A play. They're trying to hold off a scrappy, young Davenport basketball team, hungry for his first win as a varsity program. Here's Taliaferro out front to Pena. Hawks again, good ball movement here against some pressure defense from Davenport. Taliaferro pops an open three. That's off target. Rebound in traffic for Murphy, and then a push and a foul called against Davenport. Foul against Kendall Deaver. And then a 30-second timeout called by Coach Zach Burleson for Kenyon Lake. With 7 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the fourth, and the Hawks on top 21-13. We talked about the 22-win team for the Hawks a year ago. Again, a lot of key players for the Hawks that aren't back this season. Marley Carrizales, Sophia Barber, Chelsea Shapian, Jesse Melendez. Players that really made a huge impact on the team over the past several seasons. Just 2 players back from a group that won 22 games last year. A team that finished third place in the tough district and went to the postseason. That's Caitlin Cox and Shelby Murphy. Only 2 seniors in the team for Kenyon Lake. 5 sophomores that are freshmen. Also on this Hawks roster, part of that youth movement for Kenyon Lake here in 2020 and 2021. 1 minute gone by the fourth. 8-point Hawks lead. Taliaferro dumps it inside. Off the miss, Davenport gets the basketball, trailing by 8. Pass to traffic, saved. And the Deaver, good look underneath, couldn't finish. And the Hawks hit yet another defensive stop. Hawks giving up about 43 points a game this season, 56 a game in district play. Holding their own defensively tonight. And a foul whistled against Tyler Chisholm. Who's second and the team's fifth. Hawks not quite to the bonus yet. Hawks again do ball movement here. Nursing an 8-point lead, not in any hurry to get a shot off. A near steal, saved by Porter, but then she travels. So the pressure defense by the Wolves leads to a Kenya Lake turnover. And Davenport gets it back. A bucket makes it a 2-possession game. Three-pointer is in. Jeriana McWilliams hits the first 3 of the game for Davenport. She has 9, and the Hawks lead is down to 5, 21-16 off of a big hit from Jeriana McWilliams. Caitlin Cox hands off to Pipkin. A whistle away from the basketball. It's against Shelby Porter. Offensive fouls, the team's 4th, and for Porter, her 2nd. And now a basket here from Davenport makes it a 1-possession game. Coming up in the final 5 minutes. And a timeout called by Coach Drew Weeks for Davenport. A reminder again, our next broadcast in the Hawks Network coming up February the 8th. It's Kenya Lake softball as the Hawks take on the Blanco Panthers. A Monday night affair with first pitch coming up at 5:45. Again, available here on the Hawks Network. Softball, baseball season's right around the corner here at Kenya Lake. Basketball season starting to wind down. Again, tonight's game, the final one of the first round of 28-40 play. The second round of district starts on Friday for Kenya Lake as they take on Wimberley. And again, holding on to a 21-16 lead and trying to secure a victory to close out the first half of district play. And with a win tonight, the Hawks could potentially only be a game back of the 4th and final playoff spot behind Bandera should the Bulldogs also lose here tonight. See how this young Davenport team handles a potentially tight game. All 12 of the losses this season have come by double figures. They have not really been in situations like this season. The Hawks, again, you go back to non-district play. They've been in tight games, and they've had a tough time. Just 1-3 in games decided by 5 points or less. A foul out front called against Davenport, the team's 6th. And for Katie Rudrick, that's her 4th. Second Wolves player with 4 personal fouls in this game. Under 5 minutes to go in a 5-point game. Cox, the drive, lost the basketball off her leg, but last touched by the Wolves, and Kenya Lake will maintain possession. Desperately looking for some breathing room right now. Looks like it was off of Deaver. Murphy back to Cox, the drive and the finish. Good pick and roll play from Kenyon Lake. Cox a Baker's dozen 13. First point of the fourth quarter for the Hawks. Back out to the 7-point lead halfway through the fourth. Shot off the glass. No, won't go for Chisholm. But then on the rebound, a foul whistled against Kenyon Lake. It's against Shelby Murphy. Team's fifth and her first. Chisholm into Deaver. In and out, no good. But Deaver collects her own miss. Back to Chisholm. That's off target. And Murphy has the board for Kenyon Lake. Hawks looking for a bigger buffer here. With 3.5 minutes to go. Nursing a 7-point lead, 23-16. Murphy open, 3, no. And Deaver the rebound for Davenport. Again, a Wolves basket makes it a 2-possession game. Weaving through traffic. The shot just won't go for Chisholm. And then a battle for the basketball and a reach and called against the Wolves. It's against Jeriana McWilliams. That's a team 7th. And a 1-1 coming up for Kenyon Lake. For McWilliams, her first. Yeah, that will send Sophia George to the free throw line where she is 2 of 3 so far tonight. She missed the front end of a 1-1 earlier tonight. Back in the first quarter. And misfires here. Rebound chased down by McWilliams. Puts it up. Won't go. Rebound saved by Deaver. Back to McWilliams, and the Wolves can reset. McWilliams off the glass on the offensive rebound. The bucket. 11 for McWilliams, and the lead is again down to 5. With 3 minutes to go. A 23-18 Kenyon Lake lead. A reach and foul. Whistled against McWilliams. That will send the Hawks right back to the foul line. So far, the Hawks as a team, 9 of 14 from the line tonight. The 1-1 is short by George. Rebound, though, Murphy. And now she'll go to the free throw line. First free throws of the game coming up for Shelby Murphy. 4th personal against Kendall Deaver. And Murphy will get one more. The Hawks for the remaining 2:44 of the game will be in the double bonus, as that was the 19th foul against Davenport, and Murphy misses them both. So the Hawks had 3 free throws on that trip, didn't make any of them. It remains a 5-point lead. Door still very much open for this first-year varsity team. Underneath, again, McWilliams, a basket. 13 for McWilliams. It is a 1-possession game. Murphy locates Pipkin. And Murphy gets it back and works it back to Cox. She's been the Hawks' go-to scorer tonight. She has 13 of her own. 2 minutes to go in a 3-point game. Cox, long 3. No. And now the Wolves have it, and a 3-pointer ties it with 1:45 left. Each team desperate for his first win of 28 4A play. McWilliams finds Chisholm. And then McWilliams travels A mistake made by the freshman who has otherwise played really well tonight for Davenport. Hawks again looking for some breathing room. With 90 seconds to go. Pipkin. Now it's George, the Hawks freshman, works it back to Cox, a senior. Approaching the final minute of the fourth of a 3-point game. A near steal, it is a steal. Deaver's got it, and then Deaver fouled by Taliaferro. Good defensive play made by Kendall Deaver, the junior. It was a 16 foul, so no free throws yet for Davenport. Chisholm into Deaver, lost it, but a foul called against Kenya Lake. And that's the team's 7th. So the 1-1 coming up now for Davenport. Second personal against Taliaferro. And to the free throw line, Kendall Deaver. 2 points so far tonight. And misses the front end. Cox cannot save the rebound though. And so Davenport will maintain possession with a chance to cut the lead down to 1 or tie it with a 3. Chisholm into the corner for the tie. No. Rudrick the miss, the putback short, but another foul called against Kenya Lake. This one against Sophia George, her second, team's 8th, but Deaver in the act of shooting. The first of 2 offline. One more coming up for Kendall Deaver. As Emily Pena re-enters the game for Kenya Lake in place of Sophia George. Goes 1 of 2. It's a 2-point game. 5 unanswered scored by Davenport. Under a minute to go. And then a reaching foul against McWilliams. Fouls Shelby Murphy. And again, the Hawks in the double bonus, so 2 free throws coming up here for Kenya Lake. And then following the foul, a timeout called with 49.4 seconds to go. As Coach Burleson talks to his team. Hawks led by 4 at halftime. They led by 8 at the end of 3. And they've managed just 2 points in the fourth quarter and have seen that 8-point lead dwindle down to 2. With again 49.4 seconds to go in this game. Again, all the stats in this game courtesy of the Hilltopper Sporter. Providing stats all season long here for us on the Hawks Network. You can read all about Kenya Lake High School sports by going to hilltopnewspaper.com, where sports is a passion and not just a job. Out of the timeout. Big trip to the free throw line for Shelby Murphy. She missed 2 moments ago, but hits that one. Big free throw here for Murphy. If she makes it, it's a 2-possession lead for Kenya Lake. Can't, but the rebound to Cox. Big rebound for Cox. Ball ripped away, though, and taken away by the Wolves. Chisholm to the bucket, missed the runner, and then a scrum underneath that a foul whistled against Davenport would lead to 2 more free throws for Kenya Lake with 38.4 seconds to go. And that's going to send Caitlin Taliaferro to the free throw line, where she is 1 of 2 tonight. That free throw she made back in the second quarter, only point of the game. Needs just one of these 2 to make it a 2-possession lead. And short on the first. The last foul was against McWilliams, her third. And one more coming up for Taliaferro. Empty trip. The window still open for the Wolves with 30 seconds left. Timeout taken by Davenport. 24-21, the Hawks on top. Again, you look at the foul situation. The Hawks have committed 8, so the Wolves still not in the double bonus yet. They're in the 1-1. But Davenport has committed 10. So the Hawks are in the double bonus from here on out. Top scorers in the game. And the Wolves led by Jeriana McWilliams with a baker's dozen, 13 points. The Hawks led by Caitlin Cox. She scored 13 herself for Kenya Lake. Again, each team potentially with a win would be just one game back at the fourth and final playoff spot in District 28 4A. You look at the district standings. Fredericksburg, third-ranked team in the state, alone at 4-0 in district play. Bernie and Wimberley tied for second, each team 3-1. Bandera, the team these two are chasing. The Bulldogs 2-2. A team the Hawks just played on Friday and lost on the road to a few nights ago. And then a 30-second timeout called by Davenport by first-year head coach Drew Weeks. With the Hawks on top, 24-21. And this will be Wolves basketball when play resumes. Davenport led the game early 4-0. Hawks responded with a 9-2 run. They have not trailed since then. But Davenport within striking distance here. You wonder if the strategy here for Davenport is for the quick two and then to foul Kenya Lake, as the Hawks have struggled from the free throw line, especially in this fourth quarter. They are 1 of 8 from the foul line here in the fourth. If the strategy is to play for the three now, the Wolves have only made one tonight, but it did come in the fourth from McWilliams. Puts up a three here, but she traveled. Shot attempt waved off, and the Hawks get it back. Davenport will play for a quick turnover. They don't get that. Then a quick foul. Quick whistle as the officials were going over the limitations on the inbounds here. Telling Davenport and junior player Tyler Chisholm he can't step over the line when somebody's trying to inbound the basketball. Foul called against Davenport. That's against Chisholm, her fourth. And back to the foul line, Caitlin Taliaferro, who just recently went 0-2. This one rattles out. Again, Kenya Lake with just one free throw make on a trip here would extend it to a 2-possession lead. Critical free throw for Taliaferro. It's short. Rebound, Deaver. 20 seconds to go in a three-point game. Timeout. Taken by Davenport with 18.2 to go. And this will turn into a full timeout. Hawks again 3-11 this season, but in district play, winless 0-4. Davenport 0-12 in this, their first varsity season. Team comprised of nothing but freshmen and juniors. And more freshmen than juniors. And again, not many players available tonight either. Only 7 available bodies tonight for Davenport, but the Wolves hanging tough. Thanks in large part to the play of Jeriana McWilliams, the freshman for Davenport, 13 points, 7 coming here in this fourth quarter, including a big 3. And you wonder if her name will be called at a potential 3-point shot coming out of this timeout. Hawks led by Kaylin Cox. You see her with the back to the screen, wearing 15. She wore her usual number 5 jersey at the start of the game. Changed out between the first and second quarters. And here we go. 18 seconds left of the 3-point game. McWilliams puts up a 3. Just off. Rebound is loose into Deaver and banks it in with 7 seconds to go. Cox inbounds, and that's it. And the Hawks will hold on for a 24-23 win. A lot of drama at the end, but the Hawks do just enough to stave off the upset-minded Davenport Wolves. A 24-23 win for Kenya Lake. This is the Hawks' first win in district play and their first win of the 2021 calendar year. So the final score from Hawks Gym, Kenya Lake 24, Davenport 23, and a nail-biter from Fisher, Texas. On behalf of our entire Hawks Network crew, I'm Brant Freeman saying good night from Kenya Lake High School.